So now let's get in on it. Last weekend, we saw Yousef and Saskay get evicted from the Big Brother Naija house, and in our usual fashion through the entire season, where we speak to the different housemates. Today on Arise 360, we have Yousef and Saskay joining us right now from our Lagos studios. Yousef, Saskay, it's great to have you both on Arise 360. So let's talk about it. Saskay, I'll begin with you. What was your experience like during the Big Brother Naija, show?
I would say it was a life-changing experience for me because I got to be in the house, and being in the house means living with different people from different environments with different backgrounds in a space where they couldn't reach out to other people and you had to be there with them. So it was definitely a different experience for me and a life-changing one.
About that, what about you, Yousef? What was your experience like being in the Big Brother Naija house?
Well, the experience was mad. I had a life-changing experience, man, because I remember where I'm coming from and where I'm going, and Big Brother Naija gave me the best opportunity. And the tags what I've been doing, man, it's changed my life, everything. And winning, I've just been winning, so definitely my life has changed. So the experience was mad.
Yousef, did you expect to leave the Big Brother house now, like at this time? Do you feel like you could have stayed in there longer or you could have left even sooner?
Well, I'll just be in me the whole time because the goal was to go for, the goal was, to showcase my personality, share love, share peace, and I had hopes, I had dreams, to reach to the finals. Like I planned everything. I pray to make history. Like I really wanted to make history, but I think God planned it the way it was. So I'm pretty much happy with my experience and how it turned out.
Before I get to you, Saskay, I think you did make history. I mean, people were completely amazed at how much your fan base you had, especially from the north. The dedication. I saw a video of a lady actually crying when you were evicted. So you had a lot of people rooting for you.
Well, the love is overwhelming. It gets me so emotional. I'm so happy that they could connect with my spirit. It's not easy. It's not easy, and I know a lot of people in the north who haven't been represented in the show, and it boosts me. It boosts me. So I felt, this is an opportunity for me to represent, and I'm really happy that I'm able to, have this moment in Big Brother Naija, how they gave me the opportunity, and I'm so happy the fans connected with me that way, and I am happy.
That's amazing. Now, Saskay, you had a really good time in the Big Brother Naija house. What would you say was the highlight of the entire experience for you?
There were a lot of highlights, honestly. I'm not sure I can pick out one best, but I know at the top of it for me was winning the Super Commando task. I mean, I do remember the struggle to do that, and at some point I was almost losing hope. It's like I'm almost there, but I wasn't getting it. And then when I won, it's like, oh my God, I really did this. So that has to be it for me.
What is the one thing, Saskay, that you would say people do not know about being in the Big Brother Naija house? Even you, like when you were auditioning, you had all these ideas, but the one thing that people really do not know about it that they should know.
Okay, I think it's the fact that it's not like people don't know, but people forget that you're in an environment with just this number of people. You're secluded from the rest of the world, and everything you're doing, your whole life at that moment revolves around these people. And I think it's very different when you can't even run away from any situation or any person. You just have to be there and facing it. And so your whole life basically has to do with these people, these emotions, everywhere. Every part of your life has to be about these people, and that's something people need to understand about the show.
Interesting. So speaking about that and, your whole life revolving around these people, Yousef, if you look back on your time within the Big Brother Naija house, just in 30 seconds, think of this. Who would you miss the most?
Well, I'll miss all the housemates, to be honest. I'll miss Big Brother Naija house because I have been winning. I'll miss winning too. And
Wait, you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're going to do? You know what we are not going to do today? We are not going to do generic answers, okay? So we're gonna take a quick break on Arise 360. When we get back, just, get comfortable because you see specifics only here. Thank you so much, guys. Stay with us. We'll be back with some more on this interview. So you're welcome back to Arise 360. I'm not alone, okay? Of course, I'm Kachi Offia and we keep you updated with entertainment and everything. But today, I have Saskay with me. I've also got Yousef, Evicted Housemates from the Ex-BBNaija season. And before we went on that break, Yousef was just trying to break my heart. Yousef, I don't know you to be like this though. Like, you're nice. At least that's what you showed us on the show. So please, okay? Yes. I just asked you one simple question. I just said, who do you miss most in the house? That's all. Like, just give me a name.
Well, I think I miss Perry, I miss J. Paul. Like, the vibe was pretty genuine, and a lot of my friends in the house. So I miss Perry and J. Paul.
Okay, that's fine. You see, this is simple. Anyway, that's amazing, Perry, J. Paul. Who would you say you had the best connection with in terms of, you all didn't have any fallouts, you never had any reservations? Like if they said, Yousef, listen, you're going to have to go back to the Ex-BBNaija house. But you see that place that they put Nini, when Nini had to, pretend to be away from Saga, you're going to be there and you can only be there with one person. Or one person. Who would that person be? J. Paul, Perry, or somebody else?
Well, I'll probably, pick Perry.
How did you feel coming out of the house and seeing all the comments about Perry? I mean, definitely, you're the first, I'll be honest, to have this impression, or apart from Maria, who wasn't entirely as, plain as you. But Perry doesn't necessarily have the best reputation, I would say, as a result of one or two incidents that happened within the house that a lot of people saw. So would you say the impression that people have of Perry is incredibly misunderstood?
Well, I like to believe, people always have their opinions on people, but I believe he's been himself the whole time. And Perry he's very smart. He's a smart guy, So I believe, Perry he has a good heart, And there's a lot of things about I think Perry that people misunderstood, but he's a cool guy, and he's genuine. He's my genuine friend, so. I don't think there's pretty much negative about Perry, though.
All right. Let's talk to Saskay for a moment. Saskay, so first of all, congratulations. You definitely showed out in the Ex-BBNaija house, and people had a lot of things to say about you, which were great things as well. You were one of those housemates that people really looked forward to hearing, because a lot of people said, you are just incredibly intelligent young woman. So let us talk about your time within the Ex-BBNaija house. Who would you say you had, or let me start with this. Who would you miss most now that you're outside the Ex-BBNaija house? For the people that are still within the house, though.
I think I would miss Angel. Yeah, because the sort of connection I had with Angel was different. I felt like she really understood me as a person, and I would miss her the most.
So in terms of connections now, who did you have your deepest connection with? You felt this person understands me and I understand this person in a way that, I can't relate with any other person.
I'll still say Angel because like I said, at first we weren't exactly close, but after sitting down to have conversations, we could relate to each other's opinions, and then we had similar experiences. And she's really an interesting person, and I felt like, based on the fact that we've had similar experiences, she understood me. She understands me better than any other person.
Let's talk about J. Paul and Cross. What happened there? Like, how would you describe your relationship with both of them?
We were friends. We are friends, but I guess feelings got involved. But we're still good friends.
There was that mix of, is it Cross? Definitely feelings got involved and you're definitely good friends with all of them. But would you feel like, maybe some people were left confused as to where they stood with you. Was there ever any confusion whatsoever, you know, between Cross and, you know, J. Paul? Was there ever any?
Absolutely not, because one thing I made sure to do was to not tamper or play with anyone's feelings. I made sure we always had conversations and we understood each other and where we stood.
That's amazing. Well, I've got a message for you from J. Paul. Actually, we had him on the show last week and had a lot of great things to say about you. Before we get into that, let's take a look at that video.
I mean, if it's a moment where I need to show some emotions, then yes, I got you. If you need me to make you laugh or get you in a good mood, then I got you too. I just know how to bring the vibe to the moment. Hi, my name is Saskay, the newest Big Brother Naija Season 6 house.
I miss Saskay, and I'm rooting for her to go all the way because that's the reason she went in there, and I know she can make it all the way, and I hope and I'm supporting that she goes all the way to the end, you know, keep it going strong. But definitely I miss her, and we had a good connection, a special connection going. So yeah.
We'll get into that special connection that you had with Saskay, Michael, in a moment. But Jackie, what about you? Any particular person that, you know, you're going to be missing specially that is still in the Big Brother house?
Definitely Cross. I'm sure you guys can tell Cross is an amazing guy. He's a funny guy. I miss his jokes, whether funny or dry. I miss his jokes. He's just so cool and caring. His personality is so bubbly, and I just miss his energy, really.
Okay, Saskay, so that question was tailored towards people who are special. And, you know, J. Paul was sending you a special message. And as you heard, after I asked that question, he went on to talk about how he understood how you had to manage his emotions and Cross's emotions because you didn't want to hurt anyone. And he was fine with that. You know, he has strong feelings for you, clearly. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel like a human being because, I mean, it's normal for people to feel a certain way about you, especially in that aspect. And like he said, it was a bit difficult for me having to manage feelings from both of them. But the most important thing is we understood where we all stood, and, you know, we'll see how that goes.
Possibility that you might be moving forward with anybody? Do you feel like you might just let it go?
I think for now, I'll be focusing more on Saskay, the brand.
Okay, we'll be looking forward to that. Now, back to you, Yousef. Looking back on your time in the Big Brother Naija house, you're out of the house. If you're going to tell us the 3 people that you feel are going to get into the finals, definitely based on everything that you've seen, who would those 3 people be?
Yeah. Well, I'm actually thinking White Money, Liquor Rose, and Pere, to be honest. I'm just looking at these 3 people. You know.
And Saskay, what about you, your top 3?
Oh, I wouldn't say I have a top 3. Well, there's literally already 3 people making it to the finals. But I think White Money also has a chance based on me seeing how strong his fan base is outside the house.
That's amazing. Just before I let you go, Saskay and Yousef, there's a dilemma going on right now with regards to Saga and Nini's incident. You know, there are 2 sides of 2 opinions, you know, with some people just feeling like Saga is just overreacting. Like, why is he crying all over the house? Nini's unavailable. And then there's another side that just feels like this is unfair as a result of the fact that the show is exploiting, you know, Saga's mental health, knowing how strongly he feels for Nini, irrespective of the fact that Nini has made it clear that she's in a relationship and all of that. How would you say this show tested your mental health, and do you have an opinion on this particular issue? You know, do you fall within any of the sides that I've just mentioned, or do you have your own thoughts on it? I'm going to begin with you, Yousef.
Okay, well, I I think Big Brother, gave him a tax at once, and Saga is deeply in love with Nini. Like I feel Saga really, really, really likes Nini. Like it's pretty clear, it's pretty obvious. At a point, yeah, he rejected Biggie, but I know that it's love. Love can make you go far. Love can make you do a lot of crazy things. So I believe he is actually feeling Nini a lot. So I believe, he's a strong guy. He's a strong guy, and we go a long way. We started good. We started a long way. And Saga is my G. I believe he's strong. I believe he can get through it. Like I believe it's just something that would, test his strength. So it was testing his strength. Like Biggie always surprises us. Biggie always makes us stronger. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge, and if he loves challenge, if he wants to, challenge himself. Just a challenge for them.
All right,
yeah.
That's fine. What about you, Saskay? How would you say the show tested your mental health? And any opinions on the saga going on between Nini and Saga?
Well, I didn't know about mental health before the house, but it was only during the house that I really got to understand what mental health is really all about. I mean, the first couple of weeks, I was really going on with my own issues. I remember even having a panic attack. So the house really tested my mental health, and I got to learn to take care of my mental health and, watch out for it. But based on the Nini and Saga situation, honestly, I do understand both sides. I mean, Saga is deeply in love with Nini, and he enjoys her company. And Nini, on the other hand, enjoys his company too, but she has made it clear that she has a man outside. But I think it's human nature for a person to feel sad when the person you're really close to is no longer around. And this is not based off on, where the person is. The person just disappeared overnight. So it's a very sad situation too. And based off on how he feels about her, I think it's really hard on him too, and I hope he gets out of it.
Oh, I can only imagine. Well, Yousef, Saskay, thank you so much for joining me today on Arise 360, and good luck to both of you on your future endeavors.